Hi everyone, welcome to the Coyote Country Homestead. Out here checking on some damage to my shop. Winter's been kind of hard to us out here this year. I've got several projects that I'm planning to do myself, things that I'm going to have to repair this year. I don't think those gutters are going to be one of them. But I do have a whole bunch of other projects that, after being on my property for about 2 years now, and I've got 5 acres out here, I've decided that I probably need some help beyond what I have. I'd been using just my little garden tractor over there, and it's just not cutting it anymore. I've got just the amount of brush and lumber and other projects that have stacked up that's not able to help me with have really backed up. And so this year I decided to get a tractor, and I'm waiting on delivery for that to happen sometime next week is what I'm hoping. And as I was, what kind of really pushed me over the edge this year was we just had a lot of snow. And I've got a pretty nice snowblower, but even with that, it was taking me 2 to 4 hours every time that it snowed, and I'd get it all done and then just wake up the next morning and have to do it again. And it's not that I mind the work so much, but it's very time consuming, and it was pretty hard on me this year. So I'm really looking for an easier way to do that. I had considered a couple of different options. And so I thought, well, maybe I can get an ATV, and that would be a better way to do it and push the snow off, or maybe even a UTV. And those were going to be okay, but they were really only going to solve like part of the things that I needed to do. There were other things that I need to do, like, I've got a burn pile over here that is getting pretty big and I need to clean that up. And I've got some gravel work over here that I need to do. In fact, if you look over here, you can see that I've got a pretty big washout right here on where I park my trailer. And that all needs to be graded down, and I need to remove quite a bit of it because there's a water dam up here that's been created in our parking lot from where the previous owner had stacked just too much material in front of the low point. And so those are the kind of things that, an ATV or a UTV, I think that was going to be an okay solution for some of what I needed, and the cost was definitely more where I was looking to be. But it wasn't going to do everything that I needed to do. So because of that, I said, well, I probably need to begin looking at something like maybe a skid steer or tractor and get into that class. And I really waffled back and forth between the idea of a skid steer or a tractor. I like the idea of a skid steer. I like what they do. I like how tough they are. And I think they can get jobs done faster and better. I didn't like the cost. A very expensive option. And the implements are more expensive. And I didn't like, because it's such a heavier piece of equipment, I didn't like the way it would damage my property. And I really need the ability to kind of drive all over my property and do all these things and not have to have something constantly tearing up the ground. So that's where I said, well, okay, it's probably time to get a tractor. And so, why am I making tractor? Why am I making a video talking about, because I decided to buy a tractor? Well, as I was thinking about what my options were and what I was going to do, I ended up on YouTube a lot. I probably have spent 20, 30, 50 hours, I don't know, a lot of time, more than my wife probably wants me to, on YouTube. And I've been so thankful that people who are in similar positions to where I am now, they shared their experience and their process for how they ended up making their final decision. And so I thought, well, it wouldn't hurt for me to go ahead and share this too, and maybe it'll help you as you're evaluating a similar kind of decision. There's a couple people I want to call out that specifically I found them especially helpful. Tractor Mike on YouTube, he's been making videos for a long time. And if you want to know something about a tractor, safety, operation, various implements. He's probably already got multiple videos. I highly recommend all of his content. Rock Hill Farms, farm singular. This guy has just done a great job of, he does so many projects and uses his tractor in so many ways and shows you all of the different options in various ways, but not just tractors, skid steers and just all kinds of stuff. And he's always out there tearing up his property and then rebuilding it, and then showing us what he's doing so that we can learn from him. And I've been really thankful for that. Good Works Tractors has got a lot of content out there. Been really thankful for all of the content that he's got. He sells tractors and sells implements, but he also puts a lot of videos out about safety, a tractor operation, and various implements, and really, really good content there. Tractor Time with Tim. Again, really good examples of things that you can do with the tractor, and I appreciate the way he shows in his videos, like the beginning to end process of what he's doing. But also, he uses a John Deere subcompact tractor, and I've been amazed at the things that he's able to get done. You know, bigger is not always better, and so it's been cool to watch what he can do. He does have bigger tractors too, though, so you get to see a real example of what a smaller tractor will do and when it's time to step up to a bigger tractor. And then the last one has really been, I've really enjoyed watching his videos, are Biff's equipment. He's got a Kubota B25, I think that's what it is, or a BX25, and just the subcompact model. And man, the things that this guy does with that little tractor are absolutely amazing. And he's got cool attachments, and it's just neat that he shares all, he does a lot of jobs and other things with it, and it's been cool to watch that. So I ultimately ended up going with a New Holland Workmaster 40. That's what's going to be delivered sometime next week, and I'll put a video together when that gets delivered. But today I just kind of wanted to talk through the process of you know, what I had done and kind of kick this off. And you know, I hope that as I go through this process, in the next video I want to talk a little bit about how I made a decision for why I chose the New Holland Workmaster, and also why I chose a compact tractor, not a subcompact tractor. So hopefully that'll be helpful to someone. And you know, in the same way that I found all these other videos, that's really what I'm kind of hoping to achieve here. So anyway, I think that's it for today. I just want to say thanks for joining me in Coyote Country, and we'll be talking to you again. Thanks.